Hello, hello, my little web weavers. Hopefully you're having a good day. My headphones are knocking against the microphone again. Always seems to be the way. But hopefully everyone's having a good day. As you can see, we don't have chat on the screen. I spent a good part of yesterday and the day before trying to fix it, to no avail. So unfortunately, we will just have to have the placeholder of, this is where I'd have chat, if it'd work. But yes, welcome all my web weavers and visitors to my parlor. Today we'll be playing a fun little game, a continuation of AER's Memories of Old. We played it a little bit last week, on last Friday, and it seems to be quite a fun little game. So hopefully, if everything goes well, we should be able to play it. But yes, this might be a little bit of a shorter stream because the heat here in Australia has ratcheted up a few degrees. Currently, my area has a big heat wave warning. So I've got plenty of water, so you don't have to worry about that. But if I do start getting a little bit how you're going, I might have to call it a bit earlier. But hopefully that won't happen. Now, let's see. Let's let's get everything set up. Launch the game, and then we'll switch over to the screen after I make sure everything's working properly. Alright, so that seems to be working. That one. Button. Then we want that one. And then hopefully all I have to do is this. There we go. Alright, so ours is... You can hear the waterfall noise. Just to make sure that the game's coming through alright. Whether it's a waterfall or if it's wind. But anyway. So this is AER's Memories of Old. It's I'm pretty sure a little indie game that I bought way back when I used to buy a lot of Humble games. And now, I think where we left off, we just got the sun and the moon piece to this puzzle of the grand temples. Hi Jack. Hi Poppet. Hi Taco. I forgot to say hello to everybody. Now, why are we here? I thought we... Oh no, we've got the fragment. Okay. Give myself a heart attack. I thought we'd had problems. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Why is there black stone here? There wasn't black stone before. And then it was F for the lamp. Yeah. So why is there black stone here now? I don't remember black stone being here last time we finished up. Huh. Okay. Now, what were we up to is the question. Because I don't remember. That's the problem with having a pretty scattered brain. And I don't know how to check like a journal or anything. Even if there is a journal. I know we're supposed to be finding the next temple. Go back to the lighthouse and tell you where to go. Oh, that's right! The lovely couple at the lighthouse. That's right, that's right. Which was over here. We're gonna go this way. Fly, you fools. Overshot. To be able to fly like this would be so cool. I think we discussed that last stream actually. Alright, this time we come in for a proper landing. Okay.
Hey.
Welcome back, Aku. I hope your travels are easier on you. Erin is over her head and ears with joy that a real bird shifter came to visit. To the point where I'm a bit worried that she will run off somewhere on one of her expeditions. Once in the north, when we stopped for a short rest by the hot springs, she was gone in a heartbeat. We looked all over the storm. We looked all over. The storm of the Howling Peaks was less intense back then, but it was still very cold. We found a cave nearby and went on in to see if she'd gone in there. She was a certain affinity for hidden places. As it turns out, the spirit bearer of the north had just recently moved in there. Aaron sat on his back, talking about everything between sun and moon. Should I be proud or worried? Well, I always ran away at her age, so who am I to judge? I'm getting all nostalgic. Let's see. So, the next step is usually the archive. The temple in the east. The ancients built monuments and cities there. More so than in the west and the north. John has been there frequently. I know it's said that the signs of the Great Divide were early spotted in the east. Much of the ruins have been reclaimed by the land, but just continue to the east steps, and it shouldn't be too hard to find. Okay, so we're gonna go to the east this time. Hello, child. Wild child that likes to run away. Meh. For some reason the sheeps don't like me, but the little baby lambs do. I don't know why. And away we go. Alright. So we're meant to head to the east. I see a shiny. What's the shiny? Great Spirit of the Woods, hear our prayers. Guide us safely to she who has been entrusted in your ways and the old ways. Oh. Hello, dear. So I'm guessing this is the spirit of the deer that they mentioned in that big mural last time. Yeah? Nope? Okay. Let's keep going. It's like just flying through clouds would be really, really fun. You'd get wet, but it'd be fun. Ooh, shiny. No. Come on. No. I am not the best burb. Alright, up. Down. Stop. Right. Now, where was the shiny? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? The poor deer thing. Now I kind of regret coming over here. That's quite depressing. Seems the dark stone. Okay, so I better be careful if we go too fast through the clouds, huh? Alright, well we have to keep that in mind so that we don't end up running into something. What is this? Giant tree. Well, it used to be a giant tree. This game definitely brings out my inner magpie. Oh, in IRL. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In the layer where the clouds are, it's cold enough to actually form the ice crystal, so yeah. And a pilot friend of mine actually said that the worst thing he's ever had to do was fly through those fluffy clouds. Now, what's this? Why shiny? Why shiny and what do? Okay. Obviously I need to activate it somewhere. Nothing that I can see on the rest of the island. Maybe it's on another island. Ooh, lore! Lore! What will we be learning today? Of Uhaz, Urza, which we love, lost, and long for. Cities of cities, bright and dead. The white swan of marble rising her long neck elegantly into the purple sky. With her eyes, 1,000 souls, swimming the lake of never-ending afternoon in the heat of spring. Her song, 1,000,000 hearts, praising the beauty of life undiminished and brief. A petal on the wind of fall. The white swan of marble, folding her luminous wings silently in the ashen dusk, never to be seen again. Interesting. Poetry. More poetry. That's probably got something to do with some puzzle or something, but that is one of the things that we've got to figure out. Which I love about this game. It's like 95% lore, 5% puzzle, and a whole 100% exploring. And yes, I am aware that makes 200%. What is with these? Like, you've got to be able to do something with them. That or they're a really big decorative item. Will you come fly with me? Let's fly away. If you're in the mood for some exotic booze. Ooh, what's this? What this? It's a fox. It's between the sun and the moon. Okay. Hello, fox. Can I walk with the fox? Pat the fox? No? Okay. Somebody dead. Oh shit. Straight up stabbed a bitch. No, why are you doing this? The old gods are dead. This power belongs to the god King Kurupu. Okay. That's not good. What? What? You can make cute noises all you want. You can make cute noises all you want. I don't speak fox. What do you want? Right. So apparently some sort of war broke out with a supposed god king. Why does it seem that in no universe humans cannot go without making some form of war on each other? Oh, there's another one of those pillars. I was the same way with A Breath of Wild before Tears of the Kingdom was coming out. I think I had like 2 weeks and I barely left there. Yeah, that game was a very big, like, time sink. Shiny. What was that? Like a crack of thunder, louder than I've ever heard. It seemed to come from on right? Huh. Okay. And then I swear I saw something. Am I going crazy? Might be going crazy. Wouldn't put it past me. Maybe it's something we need to come back and do later. But I can't seem to find anything to activate any of those pillars or anything. Yeah, it's like, follow this path. How about no? Follow the golden arrows, but what's over in the shadowy area? Ruins of On. Okay. Ooh, thing. What is thing? If I ever get the hang of this, I'll be dangerous. Wings of stone, huh? I don't remember this place being here. Are the lands drifting in the wind? We need to hurry if we want to reach someplace safe. Okay, so you're telling me that the winds are strong enough to actually move the giant islands? I mean, of course they would be. How else would be they standing up on the winds? I mean, there are a lot of questions in this game. And none of them are answered. Oh, fox. Foxes. Hello, fox. Oh. Oh. Yes, you make cute noises. Up. We need to go up. Lift, lift. I need lift. Okay. What are these shinies? Okay. Somebody being raptured. I really doubt they float like Wario flies. Or at least I really hope not. Okay, I'm getting the feeling something exploded. There is nothing more we can do. The machine is an accident waiting to happen. We got too greedy. Story of human nature in general. Okay. Is there anything in that little tube? No. Okay. So, where did we come from? We came from there. What's over here? This is definitely one of those games you can just spend like hours looking around at all the random stuff. And the world building's like really, really well done too. Also, the game sounds not too loud, is it? I can turn it down if it is. I know the BGM seems to keep changing. Was that a shiny? It keeps changing its volume. No, it was a dragonfly. Okay. Bunny. Bunny, 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 bunny. Bonnie's a bunny. Bunny, bunny. Ooh, lore. Geronimo. Yeah, I would easily have 2,000 hours in this game and not go through the first part of the story. Yeah. The clans of the South are proud people. Even now, before the threat of the so-called God King Koruku, they will not bow. Before the cities of Uza and were built, many of their shifters chose the deer as their spirit animal, the protector. I mean, fair. A lot of cultures have the deer and buck as sort of the protector animal. But slowly, their spirits succumbed to sadness, and they blamed the gods for the darkness in the world. The darkness invited into their hearts spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite. Existence of light, and there is hope. I am Kasha of the Eastern Islands, and the first shifter in 10 generations. Jesus Christ, okay. My spirit animal chose me, and I will fly north. My spirit animal chose me, and I will fight. I will travel north to the monastery to join the other priests. Okay, so we've got a monastic order of priests held up in the north. We'll eventually get the ability to change into other creatures. Or if we're just going to be stuck with this one. Wait, was that a shiny? Yes, it was a shiny. Like that. Can I pet that dog? Okay, I'm not skilled enough to get that shiny. Well, I think that's everything on these little islands. Unless I've missed something. Which, again, I wouldn't put it past me. Ooh. What's this? Wind tunnel. And this looks like that town. Okay, let's have a look. Oh no. People with their sharp, pointy sticks. Can't leave well enough alone. Mayor, open the door. Are you just going to let these soldiers overrun your city? Stop cowering and come out. Okay. I get the feeling the mayor was, like, probably the first person to die. I don't know anything about, like, warfare. Go after the leaders first. Or that's just my cynical way of thinking. No, nothing on the roof. Interesting. But what does it mean? What do the numbers mean? On guard. Well, I mean, at least the city looks like it put up some sort of fight and didn't just roll over. And up. So if I remember correctly, there was a hole in the roof there. More law. My way, my way, Okay, so we've got a part 1, part 2, and a part 3, I'm guessing. To Gorion of the Storm Islands, from his son Tasio. Father, it's with sorrow that I must tell you the loss of the Snow Crane Library. The palace guard of the city of On came in the night, carrying weapons and shouting the name of their king, Kuruku. Okay, that was a very short one. I was expecting another page. Part 2. They destroyed and burned houses, scrolls alike, and would have burned us too, had we not been able to escape. We watched from a safe distance, keeping close the few precious scrolls we had saved. These are very short. We journeyed to the monastery, in the northwest, to place the scrolls in its safety. I trust that it's too far away for Kuruku's wrath and too poor to excite his greed. The spirit crane will lead us until the snow line and then return home south with my letter to you. I hope he finds you well. Okay. Again, I like this exploratory storytelling. Alright. Is there anything in this giant tower? No. Alright, so the next part is down the hill. And land. Well, you're about to get screwed up big time. Door. Nope. Seems like this Kuruku character was a little bit of a let's just say a very unpleasant person by the sounds of it. I mean, there's not very many cases of mass killing of innocent people. Like, these guys don't even have swords and that guy's chasing them down. The God King demands change. Okay. By royal decree of God King Kuruku, King of Kings, God of God. Oh God, he's a pompous Okay. All must bow to him, the only God. His and his alone are all the lands of the east, the lands of the God. And the knee and be spared. Resist and see the last few days. Such is the will of the God King, now and forever written in the 10th year of the Heron, in his great city of Ulm. Ugh, what a pompous prick. Pardon the French. Never been one for pompous people like that. Delusions of grandeur. Ooh, I really don't like this God King. Hope someone sent him to HE double hockey sticks. poison the gene pool, please. So, the city got basically ransacked. Said to go to the east, so I think we need to go this way. I think. Okay, no, we don't need to go that way. First time we've gone out of bounds. Hello, Orchid. Welcome, welcome. I wonder if Pandora is going to shop late today. Shiny! Aha. Like this. Sir, our scouts report that several deposits of AER, AER, air? Have been found under the temple grounds north of here. So it was all over some sort of greed, too. Like, seriously? Like, it wasn't just an ideology thing, it was a legit, I'm greedy, give me all your shit. Eastern Steps. Come with me now. Come with me now. God Tower has fallen. Help me search for survivors. Okay, so this used to be a guard tower. But the question is, was it a guard tower for the God King? Or was it a guard tower for the people of the North? Ooh, lore! More lore! Up. Round. Wall. And can I stick the landing? Yes. Home of thousands, we built this shrine to stand beacon, and as home to the birds of these lands, much as birds did for us in ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They scouted the land and settled in places of soil which could sustain us. When we were still tribes in the wilds, we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the movement of change. Moment, not movement, moment. They taught us to be nomads and shaped us to what we became. Cool. Verb. Find the giant bird shrine. Ooh, so that's the giant bird shrine, huh? Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Now, it's probably really late to ask, seeing how I've been streaming for like almost an hour. But my microphone's coming through all right, right? It is very pretty, Orchid. It's one of those games you can kind of get lost in, just exploring all the stuff. Good. Be one of those nasty realizations that, hey, you've been streaming for an hour and not a lot of people have been able to hear you properly. Inside lies halls of knowledge and safekeeping, scrolls on the walls and shafts stretching down into the deep. It was a plate? It was a place of great power. Together with Lifla and the great tree in the west, Kahara sealed it in wait for the right time. Okay. So does that mean we've got to go to that island all the way over there? Past the bird shrine? Or is there more that we're missing? Let go of me. These are holy grounds, not just another power source for taking. Looks like the God King got his fingers on something. What's that? That looks like a lot of shinies over here. Pack your things, sisters. The rumors are true. We are leaving for the west. This priestess will give us shelter. No. Okay. Actually, I wonder if anyone would actually remember that movie. Has anyone seen the movie Road to Camelot? It was an old cartoon movie. Like the Black Cauldron era. Oh, okay. A bit of a glitch there. Now, can we please land near the shinies? They found us! Quick, Mira! Run! Oh! Okay. The hell is this thing? I don't get the feeling we're going to be fighting something like that eventually. Oh, that's cool. I thought I was the only one that actually remembered that movie. Back in the golden age of, like, cartoon movies like that. What's that? What the hell is that? The Creator's Shrine. Okay. Oh, missed it. No? Don't think we're meant to be here yet. Let's go back to the east. Alright, so we explored that. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Actually, let's check if there's anything below it. Because if I remember correctly, there was something below one of the other islands, wasn't there? Ah, here we go. What is this? Gratis told me that the mountains of the north were falling apart. You shouldn't believe such rumors, Dalius. Okay, so those must be the mountains of the north. Anything else interesting? Actually, I better take a drink of water. Actually, it's getting quite warm. Remember to stay hydrated, my web weavers. Wouldn't want to find out that you ended up collapsing because you weren't drinking water. Down, down, up, down. Damn it. Oh. Okay, I think it's okay. Sleep well, Jack. You have a wonderful dreams, okay? And you can catch the rest in the VOD. I don't know for how much longer we'll be going, but there should be a little bit. But, alright, so that's that. And was this? This was the sister, wasn't it? Yep. Right, so we gotta go this way. Yeah, I think it'll be this way. There's that fox shrine. No, don't turn me back into a human just because I hit a wall. This is the protector that my father and his father before him asked guidance of. That was before the God King protected us. Protected. Dictated terms, more likely. Momentum carries in this game. I must remember that. That, and I am shite at platforming. Jump. Snow! It even makes the crunchy noise. Huh. Now, where was the shiny? Oh, there it is. There's always smoke rising from the temple nowadays. I wonder why. I wonder if there's something hidden in the cloud. Is that what he's looking at? Possibly. Oh, let's have a look over here. This seems to have some sort of shiny up here. Again, this girl must have a freaking concussion with the amount of times I've run her into a wall. Let's hide in this cave. Those are your friends fighting out there, you coward. Okay. I mean, I prefer peace over anything, but I'm definitely not one to abandon my friends. Where are we going now? What's that? What is that? Is that a thing? It is three things. Part 2. Okay. Part 1? Part 1. I am Ura, and a guardian of the land of the gods. I made this record so that my children and children's children may remember. On the day of the Great Divide, when our world shattered, I was still a child. I remember sitting at the white stairs of the southern city of Uzha. We had planned to journey to the west, but since the God King had waged war on our city, our lands were not safe anymore, and we stayed inside the city walls. The God King Kuruku, he was called, had built horrible weapons, flying machines of raining fire, but we always thought them far away, or even empty rumors. When the bells started ringing, fire and tears mixed in a horrible rain over us. We wept and screamed to the gods to end this, but we were answered by silence. Then the ground trembled. Great cracks appeared and split the white stone walls of Uzha, and people fell into the black depths of the earth. I saw my loved ones disappear into the heaving earth, and when the steps beneath me broke, I fell too. But my spirit animal spoke to me, and I remembered and spread my wings. I do not know how, but I flew for a long time over broken lands and stormy clouds. I just noticed she stands there with her hands behind her back. That's kind of cute. That is attention to detail. I arrived at the outskirts of the land. I arrived at the outskirts of the land of the gods, half dead, and fell unconscious on its grass. When I woke up there, a priestess sat beside me, tending my wounds. She said that Uzzah was no more, and that the world had shattered. A god had sacrificed himself to seal away a void from our hearts, and broke the world in the process. Many had died, but so had the God King. Thank Christ for that. And his own city of was no more. Our shattered world was now at peace. I wept, and still, after many years, I weep at the memory of these days and the terrible cost of this peace. Okay. So, the God King literally got smited by the actual gods. That is some freaking karma right there. Ooh, what this? Is this what we're meant to be finding? Or is this another secret cave? Aquila's Den. Okay, I don't think this is what we're meant to be looking for, but I'm not going to say no to exploration. Oop, made it. Can I do something with this? No? I can't transform in here, so... Oh boy, terrible platforming incoming. Oh. There's another statue of that fox. There is the actual fox. Oh.
Oh. Hello again, my wandering friend. How kind of you to visit this old fox's den. It's quite empty, don't you think? No, not the den, the land of the gods. Not as many animals anymore, nor as many spirits.
I can't remember what voice I used for this guy. I'm pretty sure it was the...
Leafar is still here in cave, it seems, and the old spirit bear moves from cave to cave in the north. But there were once more, see, a fish, a crane. The spirit fish lived in the rivers and pools around the Twilight Lake. His last gift to us is the water that never stops flowing. Without it, we would have been lost a long time ago. And the spirit crane, she guided the last priestess and priests north during the Great Divide. She was hunted down by Kurukuru's men as the mistook her for a swan. Fools. As they decline, so are we declined. All we can do now is ask questions. I have two for you. Why the Great Divide? and why you wander in search of the answers, little wanderer.
Can't do the low voices anymore. Itchy throat. Thank you for your company. It was such a long time ago. But finish your quest now, or else there won't be another time. Ooh, that's ominous. Alright. So we found the fox's den, which is very surprising. Ah, the soundtrack is very soothing, very peaceful. Ooh, busy. Well, my web weavers, sadly, I'm going to have to call it here. I'm starting to get a little bit woozy. Which is not good, but that's the Australian temperature for you. I hope you all enjoyed. I know the stream's a little bit shorter than usual. Especially for this game, because we all like this game. I seem to see. But with the temperature getting up to 36... Did I just read that right? Okay. No wonder I'm getting dizzy. It is very, very hot day today. But yes. I thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I will see you in the next one, which is on Sunday. I won't send you anywhere today, because I don't really know who's streaming today, and I haven't got access to the actual proper raid system. But whatever you end up watching, I hope you all enjoy. And thank you all for visiting my parlor, my dear web weavers. Goodbye.